What is going on, guys? Tim Ruswick here, Game Dev Underground. Today we're talking about taking stuff personally. So this has been a subject that I think has impacted my life in a lot of different ways because I used to take stuff personally. And now I think I see it from a different perspective because I help people for a living, right? I mean, not just through like the YouTube videos and articles and stuff, but doing freelance, I help people build what they want to build, whether it's games or software. Through consulting, I help people achieve the things that they want to achieve. And I never really understood how much of a barrier this whole taking stuff personal had held me back until I realized that I did it so much, and then I got past it. And then flip side, I would work with people that would do it, and it would just throw me off. So, what sparked this is there was very recently there was a guy that was on our Discord chat, and he had joined our chat a while back when probably I don't know 6 months ago, something like that, and he was helping out and stuff. He suggested that we add different roles and things in the Discord chat and all that. And I was going along with it, and he was helpful, so I made him a moderator, and it was all fine and dandy. But the past 6 months we've undergone a lot of changes. I just mentioned the platform was actually shutting down. We're restructuring how things work. I'm trying to build a community, but I'm not trying to spread everything on all these different websites, so many different places. So you don't have to worry about this, and this, where I want to build a community, but we got to start in one central location and kind of expand out. So I'm restructuring a lot of stuff. I'm getting ready for the book launch soon. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and one of the things that I did was I wiped out all the permissions in Discord. I changed some stuff around, and I removed all of the roles and stuff. And he messaged me, and I could tell very clearly that he had taken that personally, and that he thought that I was doing it for me, and I was the important one, and the community was important, and that I didn't care about anybody else. I didn't care about their suggestions, and that I didn't communicate to him anything. And I hadn't heard from this guy in like weeks. I didn't. I was kind of confused at the whole altercation, and it came off to me like this guy was very helpful before this. The only thing that I saw of him was helpful and suggestions, and he was very helpful in the community, and it sucks that happened because I could never see him the same way again. Like if he got upset about this thing, how can I trust him with like moderator stuff again? Or how can I give him any kind of permissions at all if he can get that worked up over a situation that had literally nothing to do with him? And that kind of brought back all my memories, right? Like I remember the worst one was trying to land a client, man. Like trying to like a website deal or something back when I did websites, like to get people like let's say $1,000 website or something. And I would call up to see like, have you made your choice yet? And then like and they would say no, like we're gonna go with a different provider. I'd be like, oh, like why do they hate me? What did I do? I'm horrible. Like, and I would just have this deep internal monologue that would just go off the rails with this stuff. And I did it in so many different ways. Like it's like dating is another one, right? Like a lot of people that I know done this. Like you're talking to somebody you like, and like they say something like, no, I don't want to hang out, I want to go to the movies with my friends or something. Like me with minimal dating experience was like, oh, she doesn't want to go hang out with me, she wants to go with her friends. Like taking it all personal, right? But it had nothing to do with me, literally nothing to do with me at all. And it just brought back all these memories, and like now from a flipped lens, because I've hired people like this before. I've gotten emails from people. I've gotten emails from people that I didn't respond to because sometimes it takes a day or two. And then I've gotten repeat emails before I even responded saying, if you didn't want to respond, at least you could just tell me, if you could have said no, blah, blah. And like people going, just, whoa, whoa. None of this is personal, okay? I am not on a mission to like destroy people's lives here. I'm just trying to do my own shit. And everybody's trying to do their own shit. So taking shit personal, man, it's not beneficial in any way. It doesn't get you anywhere, and it causes a lot of chaos in life. It causes a lot of issues. And for me, it was such a personal. I mean, now I see it as actual negative quality because I think it's a sign of immaturity. And, I'm not saying I'm completely over it. I maybe do it sometimes. Haven't done it in a while, but I'm sure there's some kind of situation where I might misinterpret a situation or something like that. I think a lot of us do it, and it's hard. It when you're, especially like when you spend a lot of time alone, right? Like I spend a lot of time alone, and I spend a lot of time in my room working on my stuff. Even when I travel, I spend a lot of time alone working on my stuff. So it's easier for that narrative to kind of take its own course, and like, because I'm in here, when I should be out here. And I think a lot of us programmers end up in that space, and it's just something that I think everybody should be aware of, because taking shit personally, man, it's not only can it derail like the things that you're trying to accomplish, whether it's like dating someone, or you're trying to move up in a company, or you're trying to get a job. Like job interviews is a big one that people take personally. It literally, like, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the needs of the company and what they're looking for. And and if you're not moving, like in that case, like whatever it is, think about how they're feeling. Think about what's in their head. Think about their objectives and their goals, and see things from their perspectives. That's one of the things that marketing taught me, was that I can't sell someone something if I don't understand them. In a sense, really good marketing is really good empathy. Understanding the other person's perspective really gives you insight into what makes them tick, what makes them want to buy stuff. And taking stuff personally is one of those things that just shows I wouldn't say lack of empathy, but in this particular situation, it shows that you're not thinking about them at all. You're thinking about you. You're thinking about what your thoughts are. How could they do this to you? And it's just, it doesn't get you anywhere. And as an employer, as someone that hires people now, contractors and stuff, to help me with programming or artists or whatever, I can't hire somebody like that. I just can't. I don't have time and energy to deal with that kind of unnecessary bullshit. And I hope he sees this video. I don't want any bad blood between anybody. Like, I'm literally just trying to do my own stuff, not even giving it a thought. But like, man, take it stuff personally. It doesn't get you anywhere. Everybody's got their own goals. Everybody's got their own objectives. But I hope you guys found that helpful. If you did, leave me a comment. Do you ever take stuff personally? Am I alone here on the planet? Is this just me that sees this, or I used to do it? I mean, what's an example sometime you took stuff personally? Because I have more than I can count. But I try and try my best to stay away from it these days. But that's all I got for today. Hope you guys found it useful. Once again, I'm Tim Ruswick, and I will see you tomorrow.